Koikimedia níbi tí a ti ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ jomi toro ọ̀rọ̀ nípa bí nǹkan ṣe ń lọ ní ìkànnì ilẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ní àkọlé ti ìrọ̀lẹ́ yìí, ìbéèrè tí à ń béèrè ni pé kí ló ń fa ìdí tí security tó ń mẹ́hẹ nílẹ̀ Nàìjíríà àti ní gbogbo ibi tí wọ́n ń pè ní ilẹ̀ Yorùbá ní kí ló ń fà á? Ṣé agenda kan ni? Àti pé tó bá jẹ́ agenda, kí ni a lè rí sọ sí? Bí ẹ ṣe ń wọlé, èní sì ni 21st of June 2024 ní inú oṣù June náà ni a ṣì wà. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ẹ ti ṣe mọ̀ ní ìkànnì yìí, ìkànnì tó dúró lórí self-determination, òun náà ni ìkànnì wa láti London. A dúpẹ́ fún àǹfààní tí a ní. Insecurity is a very big business, and it is also a very important one ní gbogbo Africa. Bí gbogbo wa ti ṣe mọ̀, Africa ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àìsàn ló ń ṣe Africa. Security is one of them, and the question we are asking this evening, fẹ́yìn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n, ni pé what is the reason behind the insecurity ní Nigeria? The question tí mò ń béèrè yìí, mo fẹ́ kẹ́yìn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n kẹ́ là mí lóye, torí kò yé mi mọ́. Bóyá ẹ̀yin ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n ẹ̀ ní knowledge, ẹ̀ lè ṣàlàyé fún ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ àwa báyìí. Àti pé many questions ó máa ń need the answer. Bí gbogbo wa ti ṣe mọ̀ pé Nàìjíríà, gẹ́gẹ́ bí a ti ṣe mọ̀, why do we have insecurity in Nigeria today? Àti pé ṣé agenda ni? Is it an agenda? Then tó bá jẹ́ agenda, àwọn wo gangan ló wà behind that agenda? Because you will expect a country to protect and defend its territorial ground. Gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìta gbọ́ àti gẹ́gẹ́ bí ìta mọ̀ pé bó ṣe láti rí nìyẹn. Ìlú kọ̀ọ̀kan ní gbogbo àgbáyé wọ́n ní security, and security kò ń ṣe tíyàn fi ń ṣeré. So why am I asking this question is because it seems that there is an agenda, but many agree that there is not an agenda. It is just a failed system and a failed leadership. So tó bá jẹ́ failed system, ǹjẹ́ system tí President Bola Tinubu ń tò lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ nísìn, can that system make adequate preparation for all the atrocities and all the crimes that is taking place in Yoruba land today regarding the insecurity? Because any country that lose out or that loses security, that means that there is a danger. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin èèyàn wa tẹ́ ṣe ń darapọ̀ mọ́ wa ní méjì mẹ́ta, ẹ bá wa gbé ọwọ́ lé ní share button. The weather is beautiful, so depending on how far I feel, as usual, tí bá jáde sí balcony, I always want to reflect, and sometimes I just want to enjoy the weather. But weather yẹn, òrùn yẹn ó ti lọ sí the other side. Aeroplane kan ló ń lọ lókè yẹn. On this side, I'm sure they're going to Heathrow Airport, Stansted. Àwọn ẹyẹ ń fò, ìyẹn ló ṣe ní ojú ọ̀run tóbi tí ó gba gbogbo èèyàn. But àwọn globalist, àwọn ìkà, ó dà ń pé mission kan wà tí wọ́n ń ṣe mission yẹn ni pé kíbì kan wà ní Áfíríkà ká ṣe máa ronú pé tá bá dé Europe òun la máa lè ṣoríire. I believe that is sometimes what a lot of us think, that when we get to Europe we would become successful people, we will have safety nets, we will be able to look after our loved ones back home, and we'll probably be able to look after ourselves. So as I kickstart the program, mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tí ẹ ti ń darapọ̀, mo kí our beauty _ Amọ̀pé, mo kí brother wa bàbá wa Ayọ̀dèjì Káyọ̀dé Michael, mo kí olórí ẹbí wa Wàlátà, ó ti sọ pé bàbá nìyẹn, òun nìkan ló lè lo ọ̀rọ̀ yẹn tí mo máa mọ̀ pé olórí ẹbí wà ní orí ètò. Mo kí àwa Dorcas Kazeem, mo kí Mr. Deniyi. Ẹ gbá wọlé share button ká tún jọ gbé ọ̀rọ̀ yìí yẹ̀wò nírọ̀lẹ́ yìí. Ìwòye last week à ń múra sílẹ̀ pé ọdún ń bọ̀, ọdún ti tán báyìí. A dúpẹ́ pé gbogbo àwa tí ọdún bá láyé, kọ́ba Elédùmarè jẹ́ ká tún lè rí ọdún tó ń bọ̀ ṣe. Iṣẹ́ wa fúnlẹ̀ wa, forílẹ̀ ibi wa, ká gbéga fàlérí. Ìgbàgbọ́ wa ni pé bá ti bẹ̀rù làbọ̀ mọ́, ká ṣiṣẹ́ ká jọlá. Ìṣọ̀kan àtòmìnira ní kẹ́jẹ́ ká máa lépa, tẹ̀síwájú fọwọ́ ire àtòhun tó dára. Ọmọ Oòduà dìde, bọ́ sípò ẹ̀tọ́ rẹ, ìwọ ni ìmọ́lẹ̀ ògo adúláwọ̀. Láti 1999 ni wọ́n ti ń dáwó lé, mo kí ìyá wa Fúnmilọ́lá Bello, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò náà. Mo kí brother mi Karunwi Abiodun, mo kí gbogbo wa pé a very good evening and welcome to the live transmission. At exactly 11 minutes past 1900 hours, má jẹ́ kí clock yẹn kó dẹ̀ lórí rú. 1900 yẹn mi pé 24 hours clock, aago méje ló lù, gbogbo ẹ̀ sì tanná yoyoyo, bó ṣe máa tanná títí di aago mẹ́wàá lélẹ̀, torí pé a ti ń bọ́ sí summer time. Across ní gbogbo àgbáyé, in tí a mọ̀ ni pé wọ́n máa ń náwó, wọ́n máa invest in the security of their country, even the least African countries, and the same goes with Nigeria. Ẹ jẹ́ ká fi gbogbo ọ̀rọ̀ 1960 ká bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti 1999. That's almost about 25 years tí wọ́n ti ń ṣe democracy. Mo kí brother mi Karim Abdulrahman, ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ní Koikimedia, ó pín sọ́nà bíi mẹ́rin, so mo ní lè rí comment ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń bẹ ní ẹ̀yìn, àwọn tó wà níwájú nìkan ni a máa rí. Mo kí bàbá wa Simon Adébáyọ̀, Olúwaṣẹ́gun James Bello. Ìbéèrè ni, mo kí triple DRS ní gbogbo Woolwich, mo kí brother mi Ṣẹ́gun Ọ̀nà Ìfágbémilékè, mo kí olóyè Gbowó, mo kí bàbá Kítóyè. Láti 1999, èló lẹ rò pé wọ́n ti invest ọ̀tọ̀ ti ná sórí pé à ń ṣe bọ́jẹ̀tì Nàìjíríà lórí ọ̀rọ̀ ìdáàbòbò àbí ìdáàbò, torí Yorùbá yẹn they get as it be. How much? Mo kí àwa Táíwò Kíkẹ́ Fásánmi, Prince Kọ́lá, ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò wa. Mo kí gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bẹ ní gbogbo àgbáyé. Mo kí bàbá wa Honorable Kófowórayì, orúkọ ńlá kéèyàn Fowórayì. Lẹ́ẹ̀kan sí, security, ambulance bá ń lọ, àwọn mẹ́ta náà ni. Èyí tó ń lọ rescue ẹ̀mí ló ń lọ yẹn, ambulance ni from the hospital. Wọ́n níbi tí wọ́n kó wọn sí káàkiri ní gbogbo local government, which is equivalent to our money, the London Borough of Hackney, the London Borough of Woolwich, the London Borough of Haringey, the London Borough of Southwark. Ní gbogbo àdúgbò kọ̀ọ̀kan wọ́n ní workstation tí wọ́n gbé ambulance sí, wọ́n gbé ọlọ́pàá síbì kan, ó lè gbé fire brigade. Tó bá wá pé control center pé òun suspect pé ẹni tó ń rí lọ́nkán yẹn ó dàbí ìgbà tó yẹ pé ó mú kankan dání tó fẹ́ jọ bí irin tútù. Ìtọ́dẹ̀ máa ṣe lẹ́sẹ̀kẹsẹ̀ ni pé wá deploy security láti lọ check ẹ̀ pé ṣé tòótọ́ ni, ṣé irin tútù ni àbí kò ń ṣe irin tútù. Mo ń béèrè pé since 1999 that we have been operating democracy according to what we have been told, what has happened to the security architect of the whole country called Nigeria, including the southwest part of Nigeria? Kí lẹ̀yin rò pé ó ṣẹlẹ̀ àti pé kí ni àníyàn ti yín lórí ìdáàbò security Nigeria àti ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti ilẹ̀ Igbo àti ilẹ̀ Haúsá àti gbogbo ibi tán pè boundary? 25 years ṣé ó wà too early àbí a ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ ń rákòrò ká lè sọ pé bóyá democracy yẹn ó ṣe ń build ni? Ó tójọ́ mẹ́ta bàbá wa Sulaiman Yusuf láti ìjọ́ ta ti ń ṣe Yorùbá nation, bàbá yẹn ò yọ picture ẹ̀mí àti ẹ̀ kúrò àfìgbà tí màmá wọn kú láìpẹ́ yìí. Kọ́lọ́n bá wa foríjì ìyá náà, kó bá wa tẹ́ wọn sáfẹ́fẹ́ re pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn òkú ọ̀run mùsùlùmí. A ṣe kúlú Allah mẹ́ta, bisimilahi rahman rahim, kúlú Allah ahad, Allah samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad, bisimilahi rahman rahim, kúlú Allah ahad, Allah samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad, bisimilahi rahman rahim, kúlú Allah ahad, Allah samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. A wá sọ pé ní ti ìlànà àwọn Kristẹni, gbogbo òkú ọ̀run tí ó ń bẹ ní gbogbo ibi tó lúkálukú tí èèyàn mọ̀ pé nínú ilé tèmi náà èèyàn ti lọ, kọ́lọ́n wọlá tèní kó wọlá tàná kó bá wa yá gbogbo àṣìṣe wọn kó bá wọn parẹ́. Ní tàwọn ti àbọrú àbọyè, àwọn á ní eríwo yà àyàgbó àyàtọ̀ gbogbo òkú àwọn tiwọn náà kọ́lọ́n yá fi wọn, kí àwọn àgbààgbà kó gbọ́ obì, kó gbọ́ epo, kó gbọ́ ẹran. Mo kí ẹlẹ́ǹkan sí brother mi Karim Abdulrahman, wọ́n ní one Nigeria na scam. Dash me ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Mo kí àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n là ń bá sọ̀rọ̀, àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n tó lè máa wo intan sọ pé kò ń ṣe pé kẹ́wo tèmi. Mo ń béèrè pé 25 years ohun mi kì í sọ lédè Yorùbá, àṣàṣìké, àṣàtìṣe, àṣàkẹ́ TV show, mo máa ń mix ẹ̀ mọ́ra wọn. Ó rà pé tó ń lò lórí Facebook ó máa ń fẹ́ yàtọ̀ díẹ̀. Àṣàkẹ́ TV show Yorùbá tí wọ́n báyìí kódà first class ló máa gbà. Yorùbá wa báyìí ní sàṣẹ máa wá nọ́mbà. Kí ni wọ́n ń pè ní 25 years ní èdè Yorùbá? Ẹ bá wa kọ sínú comment, kọ́lọ́n jẹ́ ká lè pronounce ẹ̀. Ara tí wọ́n gbà lọ́wọ́ wa náà nìyẹn, torí pé ọmọ Yorùbá gbọ́dọ̀ lè sọ èdè ẹ̀ kó dẹ̀ lè kọ́. Ọmọ Chinese ò ní láti ṣe máa sọ fún pé èdè ẹ̀ kó wá máa ṣe pé hem àti kékeré ni wọ́n ti máa ń kọ́ wọn. Bọ̀ lọ́dọ̀ wa wọ́n ti fi òyìnbó, wọ́n ti fi gba búrẹ́dì lọ́wọ́ wa, wọ́n gbé ṣùkúrù lé wa lọ́wọ́ pé ká máa lọ jẹ bọ́gà, àbí bẹ́ẹ̀ kọ́? Mo ń béèrè lọ́wọ́ àwọn ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n 25 years. Prince Adébáyọ̀ Shittu ẹ̀ ń káàbọ̀ sórí ètò. Gbogbo ẹ̀yin tẹ́ ń bẹ nínú Koikimedia, mo ò ní lè rí kọ́mẹ́ǹtì yín délẹ̀ torí pé fóònù tá à ń lò yìí ojú kan làdá ní, ojú kan ló ń gbé fún mi. The question to this evening ní aago méje ó kọjá 20 minutes or 17. 25 years ni wọ́n ti ń run operation Nigeria according to the democracy. Èló lẹ rò pé wọ́n ti invest? Ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n. Ẹ ṣé gan ni ìyá wa. Wọ́n ní láti ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí security ilẹ̀ Yorùbá àti pé kí ló dé tó mẹ́hẹ? Ṣé a ní manpower ni? Ṣé a ní manpower? Because that is the first thing they need. Because before you can start talking about security, you need to recruit people. Wàá wá train wọn. Attention! Kò ní dàbí àwọn tó ní pot belly bíi tiwa báyìí. Because security ò gbọ́dọ̀ ní pot belly, ó gbọ́dọ̀ smart, kó dúró dáadáa. Stand. Kò yẹ yín sí. but àwọn security tó wà ní Nàìjíríà a sì ń bọ̀ wá sọ̀rọ̀ nípa wọn àmọ́ láti ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n what happened to all the security architect of Nigeria? Kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀? Kí ló dé tí kò lè secure the whole country? Because ó jẹ́ ká lè mọ̀ pé Nigeria, mo kí ya mi Stella Ṣódẹ́yìndé, Blessing Ayigbe, mo fi tọ̀wọ̀tọ̀wọ̀ mo fi kí yín. Bẹ́ ṣe ń wọlé ní méjì mẹ́ta ẹ kàn máa gbọ́ wọlé share button. Kẹ̀dẹ̀ máa love. How are you? As usual?
Shopping as usual.
As usual, all right. Ó lọ ṣe shopping yẹn. Tó o bá lówó lọ́wọ́ ò ní lọ ṣe shopping. À ń béèrè nǹkan sí Ayọ̀mí Kúdámíjù, òun kọ ọ̀rọ̀ tó pọ̀ rẹpẹtẹ. In a country where vigilantes are the ones rescuing police officers from the hands of terrorists and kidnappers, this is a real madness. Ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n ni a ti ń ṣe democracy. What has happened to the security architect? Àwọn èèyàn dá mi lóhùn. Because these are reasons tí àwa kan wá ní à ń bèèrè nísìn ni pé is it too early to be asking for self-determination after 25 years? Ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n, is it too early? Ṣé ká tún ní kọ́ add 25 years mọ́ kó di 50 ká tó wá bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí pariwo pé a fẹ́ gba Yorùbá nation látara just one single problem ní gbogbo Nàìjíríà? Because security alone is more than enough láti béèrè fún ẹ̀tọ́ wa pé a ṣe Nàìjíríà mọ́. Mo wá ń béèrè pé is it too early? Ṣé ká fún Nàìjíríà ní more time? Bóyá ó ṣe ń rákòrò, bóyá 25 years yẹn wọ́n ṣe fi get it together, wọ́n ṣe ń ju síbí ju sọ̀hún, so that after another 25 years the whole country will be secured and then ní nídìí Yorùbá nation mọ́. Mo ń béèrè ní o. Bàbá mi Simon Adébáyọ̀ kí lẹ sọ? Ẹni Yorùbá nation now. Dáhùn ìbéèrè tí mò ń béèrè, ẹni mo kú iṣẹ́ takuntakun, gbogbo alájọ́ ń ṣe. I am asking, after ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n, should we give Nigeria another ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n to be able to secure Nigeria? Because if your country is not secured, the other thing around that country is completely dead. So let's focus first lórí after 25 years ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n. Ṣé ká túbọ̀ fún Nàìjíríà ní more time? Because argument ẹ̀yin tí ẹ̀ ń jáde nísìn tẹ́ ẹ̀ attack àwa tá à ń béèrè fún the self-determination, it seems that we are having some kind of misunderstanding. Ó dà pé kò yé wa, e no go fit go like that. So I am now asking everybody, maybe the 25 years of democracy is too early. We should wait for another 25 years before we can then decide whether we should be asking for Nigeria to be dissolved under just one condition, that there is insecurity in the land. Because if your country is not secured, how do you expect the country to grow economic-wise and to look after the citizen of those countries? I am not talking about petty crime that everybody, wọ́n yọ fóònù ẹ lápò, wọ́n yọ ní London. Mo kí ẹni gbogbo àlèmọ́ṣọ́. Prince Adebayo Shituni, Nigeria is dead already. What are we securing again? We should Nigeria any more time. Security should be #1 priority under any watch. Ìyá mi Àṣàtìkẹ́ ní kò sí iná, kò sí ètò ààbò, kò sí ilé ìwòsàn, kò sí iṣẹ́, kò sí nǹkan kan tí wọ́n ń ṣe láti ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n. Orílẹ̀-èdè Yorùbá la fẹ́, but àwọn Yorùbá kan sọ fún àwa pé no, Koiki, ẹ má béèrè fún Yorùbá nation nísìnyí. It is not the right time. Kò tí ì ripe tó, kò tí ì tó bẹ́ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ ká tún ṣe ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n míì lé lórí. Èmi ò mọ kankan. I am only here asking questions. And I need you to help me out, because mo ń try láti ro gbogbo ẹ̀ láti ìrọ̀lẹ́, láti àná, látẹ̀mí. Mo kí ẹ Dennis. After 25 years, should we allow Nigeria to continue to operate based on the condition that I change the security architect, I protect gbogbo àwa tí a jẹ́ ọmọ Nàìjíríà nínú Nàìjíríà, so that you will not be scared. Because tí bá pe wà látà nísìn olórí ẹbí wa tí bá ní à ń lọ sí Manchester lálẹ́ kò lè sọ pé no, epo ló máa jẹ, a máa jọ pín driving ní àjọ ní láísẹ̀nsì ni. Tí mo bá wá ní insurance, èèyàn lè sáré ṣe one day insurance lé mọ́tò yẹn lórí, àwa tẹná sọ́kọ̀ àdẹ́dẹ́ Manchester bí aago kan lóru, màá wá lọ bá ẹ̀gbọ́n mi tó ń ta súyà níbẹ̀, àwa jọ ṣe fàájì títí di 5 o'clock. Ṣé ó possible bẹ́ẹ̀ náà pé kó gbéra lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ ní 10 p.m. kó dẹ̀ máa lọ sọ́nà Kogi State? The security of a country is the first priority. Mo kí ẹ ṣẹ́gun ọ̀nà. So your argument that we should save Nigeria, I am asking, is 25 years too early so that we can look into whether your argument that we should save Nigeria because the insecurity is because the 25 years is not enough yet? Because when you are saying that we don't need Biafra nation, we don't need Arewa nation, we don't need Yoruba nation, then you need Nigeria. But is the condition going to improve? Is the condition going to be better, and when? Ǹjẹ́ Nàìjíríà ní owó tó pọ̀ ní after ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n bí ìyàwó Àṣàkẹ́ TV show? Ẹ bá mi lọ subscribe sórí channel wọn. Bàbá mi Adéwuyì kí lẹ sọ? Àwọn máa lé Yorùbá nìyẹn. Okay. Dennis ní mad people everywhere. It is time to go. M1 is the solution. Baba Adeolu Patrick, wọ́n ní please, we are going to Yoruba nation. Tí ìdáhùn ìbéèrè àwọn tó ń sọ pé Koiki àtẹ̀yìn Yoruba nation lọ ṣe sùúrù díẹ̀. Eléyìí ń sọ̀rọ̀ Tinubu. We are not here fight. Àwa ò fight Bọ́lá Tinubu. We are not here to fight Tinubu. We are asking Tinubu because he is now part of the 25 years. He has already spent 1 year out of the 25. The APC have spent the last 8 years. PDP spent 16 years. 25 years of democracy. Should we stay in Nigeria, but Nigeria will secure the whole country on our behalf? Because mo fẹ́ lọ dá iléeṣẹ́ sílẹ̀ ní Kwara State. Iléeṣẹ́ tí mo dẹ̀ fẹ́ dá sílẹ̀ yẹn, mo fẹ́ máa ṣe logistics tó máa gbé mọ́tò tó máa travel láti Lagos ní alẹ́ tó fẹ́ lọ bá mi deliver parcel. Investment tẹ́mi fi wá ṣe nìyẹn. Ṣé ó possible kí lọ bá àwọn partner mi kí n sọ fún wọn pé Nigeria is now secure, it is now safe, let us go and invest in logistic business because we will make money. Because lọ́pọ̀ ẹ̀yin tẹ́ wà ń lé ẹ máa ń fi pé torí population yẹn pọ̀ a máa sáré make owó, but rántí security. Because security ló máa secure owó tó wà nínú bank. Mo kí ẹ káàbọ̀ sórí ètò bàbá wa Nurudeen Akimoyede. Easy, mo kí ẹ brother mi, kò ní bàjẹ́ fún ẹ láíláí ní gbogbo Miami. Láṣẹ Èdùmàrè màá dé Miami, ìgbà tí máa débẹ̀ ni mo ti mọ̀. Mo ń bọ̀ l'Amẹ́ríkà, ó kù díẹ̀ ni. Káàbọ̀ sórí ètò èèyàn ti Koikimedia, èèyàn tí olóyè Ìgbòho ṣá. Kò ń sọ̀rọ̀ Yorùbá nation ni mo bá wá nísìnyí o. I am asking question. Bárawájà ẹ̀yin tẹ́ fẹ́ràn Nàìjíríà ẹ tó sí mọ́ bíbà kẹ́ wá dá mi lóhùn question yìí. 25 years ọdún márùndínlọ́gbọ̀n ni wọ́n ń pè bẹ́ẹ̀ nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ṣé 25 years kò tí wà enough láti secure gbogbo country? Ṣé ká add another more years so that it can then become secured? Because the argument that some of you always lay outside, Koiki ṣe bí wọ́n rí pé wọ́n ṣojúde ọba kò sẹ́ni problem. Mo ní yes, èmi náà gbọ́ pé wọ́n pààyàn. But ǹjẹ́ mo lè rán business kémi àti Easy ká lọ raise owó ká wá sọ pé a fẹ́ ṣe ṣọ́ọ̀pù sí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde, but ó gbọ́dọ̀ máa ṣí ní 12, ó máa tì ní 6 o'clock ní 12 òru. Business táwa fẹ́ ṣe nìyẹn. Má béèrè pé irú business wo ni ìwọ fìyẹn sílẹ̀. Ǹjẹ́ security wà tí mo lè lọ establish business sí Ìjẹ̀bú Òde tó máa bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti 12 midnight tó dẹ̀ máa tán ní 6? Ilẹ̀ Ìgbò tó bá ń bọ̀ wọ́n wá ibi tó ń sùn sí tó gẹ́gẹ́ bí ilé ìbùsùn. Ṣé mo lè secure tí mo á fún wọn ní security? Why are we telling lies? After, I am not talking about 63 years of Nigeria. Forget about the whole 63 years. Let us focus on the 25 years from 1999 till date. And think about any part of Nigeria that you want to invest. Kwara lèmi fẹ́ lọ invest owó mi sí. Èmi tí ń bá easy sọ̀rọ̀ ká lọ gba àwọn truck ńláńláńláńlá bíi ti Dangote. Àwọn truck kan wà l'Amẹ́ríkà. Ẹ̀gbọ́n kan pè mí lórí video call. Ó ní Koiki wo truck tí mo fi ń drive Amazon. Ó ní $1 million goods ló wà níbẹ̀. I want to do logistic business. Èèyàn kan ní Koiki má gbowó wá sí Nàìjíríà ní àná ní gbogbo Èkìtì. Ìyá mi Olúwakẹ́mi ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. Wọ́n ní some people were killed yesterday in Èkìtì. Àwọn èèyàn gbọ́ mi mọ́. Ṣé ká máa lọ? Àwọn èèyàn gbọ́wọ́ ọ̀gbọ́n kan tá à ń sọ mọ́. We are talking about security. Báyọ̀ Yorùbá nation kan ni mò ń sọ nísìnyí. Forget about the Yoruba nation. I am talking about the security of Nigeria after 25 years. Who should we hold responsible? And why should we hold them responsible and accountable and audit? Tó bá ṣe audit yẹn, if the proper audit is done from 1999 in the whole amount of security vote, in the whole security budget, some of you would not want Nigeria to remain itself. Ikewadu Nantan, only no security in Nigeria whatsoever. Muki Barami Olasumbo Koiki. Àwọn family wa nìyẹn. Àwọn tó dúró tì mí nìyẹn. Àwọn kan dúró tì wá. Wọ́n náà ti farúkọ bàbá wa mo ti fà sórí social media. Mo ní at least wọ́n sọ pé mo fi jalè. We are here educating ourselves. We are not fighting. Ẹ má wo bí ṣe raise the voice. Ẹ̀yin ẹ wo ọ̀rọ̀ tí mò ń sọ ni pé ṣé n tí Koiki ń sọ so right so make sense. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni ìyá mi Awóníyì Èkìtì ń gbóná bí ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí. Online. Because when we are discussing like this, I always want you to take something home because this is the lecture room. Inwere, Onwe Biafra TV. Those peddlers' lies will perish in lies, and history will vindicate you, Koiki. Maintain your stand. Don't deviate. Oh, hey, Biafra. Autopilot. There was a video that the PM. Look, some of you don't understand a government in exile. Do you know that Tibet? Do you know that Tibet? Tibet. They are running a government in exile all the way from India in the last only God knows. I didn't know that myself. I only just found out just a few days ago when American representative visited India. Láti lọ rí Baba Dalai Lama. Ẹ mọ̀ bàbá yẹn, the Buddhist guy. They are looking for their country, but China no for any country. So they set up a government in exile in India, and it is allowed. So when some of you are saying, oh, I want to set up Biafra government in exile, correct. Maybe you need to go and revisit a bit of understanding. Yes, Dalai Lama, America representative, and their speaker, Pelosi, Biawashe Makuro in India and Isini. But let's come back here. Moki sister mi, Yami Dada, unspent Barry. I am asking question about the security of Nigeria in the last 25 years. Don't tell me about 1960 because I didn't know what happened in 1960. I was not there. But I am focusing on 1999 till date. How long more should we wait? School play, Annie, is the everything that happened in Nigeria. Thank you so much. Honorable I can't wait for the day we be our own because what I personally see in the Odua nation is far better than the France and so many European countries. Keep the comment flowing. I will try to pick as much as I can. My name is OLAYOMI KOIKI. Our grandmother is just reminding me that Koiki, it was even better security-wise in the 60s. When we had those regions, the western region, the eastern region, and the northern region. Do you know that many Yoruba people traded in the north? There was nothing to worry about when you traveled on those long drawn money and you will return back safely. Ìyá mi Lábì Ọlámídé Olúwakẹ́mi ní kò sí ẹ̀ṣọ́ aláàbò. Those people killed yesterday were killed in the broad daylight. Broad daylight in Ekiti. So most Nigerians, everybody knows the problem. But what we are then looking for is that they want somebody that is honest, somebody that will come from their own clan, somebody that will look like them, that will be in the presidency, and maybe that person will fix security. But what we have seen is that every one of them from 1999 till date, none has been able to fix the security of Nigeria. Not even Tinubu that have spent 1 year. Over 10,000 Nigerians have been killed times 3 since Tinubu came to power. Nathan say 3 farmers were killed in Owa, in Abe, Delta State. Do you know that what is happening in the southeast? We don't really talk about it because it don't concern us. We have too many to deal with on Yoruba land. It is only when the news filter that we tend to see that farmers are still being killed in the north. Farmers are paying tax to terrorists. He is saying to me, he is probably from that region. I am not from there, but he's saying to me that Koiki, 3 farmers were killed in Owa Abi in Delta State, Nigeria, last week in broad daylight. Are we in danger? Is another question now. Yes, we are in danger. No, Koiki, don't exaggerate it. Don't sit in UK and bring problem to Nigeria because you are secure with your family. Stop pushing Nigerians into... That is some of what people are telling me. Are we in danger? Are we in danger? D-A-N-G-E-R. Injawa ninwewu. I don't know how to say that in Igbo or Hausa. I would have loved to do so. Are we in danger? Do we need to give Nigeria more time to get its bearing? Maybe some bearing in the vehicle. I like to do a lot of explanation. Okay, let's see. I love practicals. Because practical only explain. If this tire continue to do like this, move from this tire, I am driving, all of a sudden the wheel, this tire dropped off the vehicle or this bicycle. What would be the problem? The knob? If I am driving this now, I'm riding it, not driving, riding. And this particular wheel, as I was riding, I'm riding it, I'm enjoying it. It suits my belly, and I'm doing zigzag. And all of a sudden, the wheel came off. What do you think I need to do? As long as I don't get hurt, I was able to quickly jump out of the bicycle, just like some of you jump out of Okada. When Okada, what would be the first thing that needs to be talked about? When I take it to I am not a mechanic, so I will now take it to somebody that will fix it. They will start checking everything. Number one, they have to check the wheel, the knob rather. I will not be. These are the ones holding the tires. Maybe they are loose. Maybe they have problems. So, all the problem of the insecurity in Nigeria for the last 25 years, what happened to all the money? I am not talking about small money now. We are talking about budget upon budget from 1999. Let's start from 1999. 1999, 2000, 2001, 2003, 2004, 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. What happened to all the budget, including the federal? Do you think that Nigeria government can still secure us as the citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria? In Nigeria can still, don't get angry with me. It's a question I'm asking. Honorable Kofowo, if our population is 70 million, 5 million we first enroll for both the military and paramilitary job. That is when we have a Yoruba nation, because we need to recruit as many new entrants into a Yoruba security architect. The same thing we go to Arewa, the same thing we go to the Biafra, and the same thing we go to the Ijaw. But nobody wants that. They just want us to work with a new recruitment of Boko Haram, where the Nigeria military just told me and you that 120,000 Boko Haram have repented. They are begging us with the Quran. They are pleading that they are no longer going to commit any more crime. The ISIS, Boko Haram, the jihadis, they have begged the Nigerian military, hey, please, in Jesus' name, in Inshallah, we are not going to commit any more crime. Please accept us back into the society. And the Nigerian army just went to hug them like I'm hugging every one of you. What a natter. You've not seen the news. I am not making this up. No, this one is not last year. This one is not last week. This is this week. 120,000 Boko Haram with their family have begged every Nigerian to forgive them and allow them to come back into the society because they have surrendered. You can see that there is more mission and agenda ahead. There will be more jobs in the future, but more jobs right now is very, very limited to you and me to become a naval officer, a DSS. Do you think that Nigeria will employ you as a DSS officer? Yoruba, Igbo, Insecurity, Ijaw, Hausa, or whatever. Do you think that you can apply for a job as a police officer and you will be given that job? What are you going to do to get a job in the security line in Nigeria? Whether Navy, Air Force. Oh, Tolu Loparotile was a fighter jet, or no, not a fighter jet, helicopter combat pilot, the first in the history of the Air Force. But you know what they did to her? They just killed her because they don't need her. Imagine a 22-year-old, the first ever Nigeria helicopter combat. Somebody with it, anytime when they call her. There are some guys, do you know, they are the one that, the fighter jet, the RAF, they are there in their camp right now. I know where it is. It's not too far from me. It's not too far. They are there just sitting down. As soon as they hear they have seconds to get into that aircraft and put it up there and shut down any aircraft that doesn't respect the command of them to follow them. They will shut it down by the air. Do you know what that means? They are securing their territorial borders because they cannot allow any threat to penetrate United Kingdom, America, Canada, France, Germany. But when it's Africa, don't worry. Just allow jihadis to repent and beg you. that is the country that you want to rescue. RAF, RAF fighter jet, it has every second. There is a threat of an aircraft that we are sending signal to. It refused to obey command. The RAF must be on that air as swiftly as possible to make sure that they will tell the pilot, follow us. If you don't follow, they shut it down right there, Lori okay, because they can't take any risk. We all saw what happened to the Twin Tower in America. Many security is not a joke in a civilized society. Mokia brother Miolani Kwekun plenty. Welcome to the program. Tokyo 778. Yawa Mary Akinola Moki. But how come that in Africa security is only there? As is happening in Kenya right now, they have deployed the military to kill the innocent citizen in Kenya. That is what that is the Africa military style. That is the Africa security. They are not there to defend the territorial land anymore. That if anybody protests, which is a civic right under any laws in the world, I've seen a protest in UK where military are deployed. Yes, police are there with baton. If there's no voice, it's definitely from your end. Because I have people watching and nobody has complained. The security in Nigeria are not meant to protect the territory. They are meant to kill Nigerians, as many Nigerians were killed during the EndSARS. And those that were not killed were left in the prison in the last 4 years. And we now have to beg President Bola Tinubu, the big man, a protester himself, a sponsor of protester, to please accept them as their child and children. Am I communicating? Security. Is there an agenda? Just for argument's sake. Okay, there's no agenda. It's just that we have stupid leaders that do not take it as a serious matters. But when I get there, allow me to get there, I will make sure that we put all security, technology, drones, everything to protect our borders. Okay. Emma Binu. Mr. Kimboni, Nigeria is a confused country. Mr. Dekunle Ogun's Nigeria don't have the time for innocent citizens. The indigenous needs to fight out their nation. Should we just say that it is nothing? Yes, we have problem with security, but it will eventually go away. And it will eventually become better. But it will just take time, maybe another 25 years. Is that what you want? Is that what you want? We should all just continue to walk around. If somebody get killed because of the insecurity, if you're secured because a security man is protecting you, they can open the door. But remember, you have to pay for it. It is not cheap. All these A-stars and different celebrities in Nigeria that move with those security guys with the weapons, they are paying for that service. Can you, as a citizen, also pay for that service? Or do you expect your tax to be used to protect you? Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer that every time you're going out to your town in December, they see them, everybody they go, but they go with heavy security because they don't know what might happen on the road? Or would you prefer your tax to be used to protect you as a citizen of the country? And if there is no agenda, for argument's sake, how come that we are hearing almost on a daily basis that the Al-Qaeda, they are settling in different towns and villages across Nigeria? I am not making this up, okay? And I'm not really making it up. I am not making it up. It's just to keep my lips moisture. It's a crude oil, but converted to Vaseline. Now, Nigeria cannot produce this because there's no security for us to get it produced in Nigeria. There is no agenda. Then why in the last 25 years we are struggling with the insecurity in a country that budget is produced on a yearly basis, security vote is given to our governors, whatever they do with it, nobody asks them. They are not auditing for anybody, Moke exclusive family. And if there is now an agenda, who is pushing the agenda that is making life unbearable for all the citizens of the Federal Republic of Nigeria on the security matter? Who are those behind the agenda? Is it Nigerians, the politicians, African leaders, Europeans? Who actually are those making difficult for many of us to have a peaceful place called a home known as Nigeria because of the insecurity? Who are those behind this agenda? And if there are people behind this agenda, what is the last mission for that agenda? How are you doing, sister? How are you? Very good. Hey, Bomidada. Okay, agenda wa. And we will create agenda. Because this agenda is literally affecting every single one of us. Let me give you an example. I got a call from Nigeria. This man, or this, yeah, is a man, because everybody is a man. We are no longer a boy. I have known him since we started the movement to work in Apapa Port. Only Kilo Manche, do you know I told you that eja, fish that you are eating comes from Ireland? That is the business he does. I mean, as part of the people that work in that sector. Nino doing. Do you know, have you not asked me why? Moki brother me, Babawa Jimmy Koya. Do you know that insecurity affects your well-being as the citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the healthcare matters? Because if there is insecurity, you will consume fake drugs, regardless of whoever is bringing them in. So the matter of insecurity is the first priority of any nation. Oh, did I say any nation? Is Nigeria a nation? Is that the reason why security is not taken as a serious matter? Because since Nigeria is not a nation, everything goes and nobody's accounted for anything. Do you remember Dasuki Gate? Oh, where is that criminal bastard known as Buratai Olori Buruku Konikusibita Shwewa? Bobo family pata Konikusibita Shwewa. You know that Buratai told us that he was doing snake poison. He was able to make so much money. He can buy his 2 wife houses and supermarket in Dubai. Super Media TV. Ekabo Suri Towa. Larry Jinadu said Nigeria can never work because every. Do you know I can do that? Even as I still stand talking about Yoruba Nation. Of people coming all the way from the northern region. But when you dare bring vehicle from Benin Republic, custom officer, I salute you now. Tidy up border. Thank you so much for the job. Not for the untout. We are kò sí problem. You know, some people dared and say that I can go from Oshodi to Mushin and blah 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 blah. But literally, they are already in a death trap of insecurity. But what? They cannot feel it yet until it happened to them and they're like, kilon sheleke. And I'll give you an example. Do you know that you can be driving your vehicle, and this can happen anywhere in the world. But in Nigeria today, as Nigeria stands today, you can literally drive that vehicle and somebody will be robbing you. And you dare not even say anything, and they will rob the first 3 cars, and you will not be able to trace the people that did the crime. But do you know that the same crime is committed? As I was watching, go on the Sky News on their X, known as Twitter. 2 men continue to rob tourists of their valuables. They've committed 179 crimes. But as of today, both of them have been arrested. Do you know that people get away with murder in Nigeria? You can literally kill somebody in Nigeria and you can walk away, and nobody does any forensic, nobody does anything. Even if they say anything, do you understand what security is? Some of you don't know the importance of security. Security in Nigeria, but everybody is now going to Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin. Arrahmanirrahim. Ọlọ́run jọ̀ọ́ jẹ́ rí security nílẹ̀ Yorùbá. Ọlọ́run fún wa ní security. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Ẹgbọ́n lọ́hun tóbi. And we are deceiving each other. Ṣé bí America ṣe ń protect ara wọn nìyẹn? By going to the church and pray for security? Oh, do you think that the MI5 one day máa ṣeré lọ sí building wọn? Máa kọ̀ wà níta. I cannot go in. Security. Kini mo jẹ yo. But I can stay outside. Gbogbo tí bá dẹ̀ ṣe wọn máa rí mi anyway. And I will just... How many people remember the day I was Molokova Ike Keremadu? Ike Keremadu. Security náà nìyẹn. Because Ike Keremadu, ẹ má bínú pé mo tún yàbàrà díẹ̀. Ike Keremadu wanted to use somebody security kidney and put it to somebody else until we now say, security in UK. Amumole, he was almost going to run away. That is the security, because and you more value security. The UK knew that Ike Keremadu, we have locked him away because he's a security threat. But Nigerians love people like that. The day I went to the court for the Ike Keremadu's case, I was standing in front of a police station. Bishop Adesina Ekabo Soreto. Wọ́n ní òjò ń rọ̀ burúkú, òjò dá náà. Á jẹ́ kí gbogbo nǹkan tó at least heat ti pọ̀ jù Nàìjíríà. Mo kí bàbá wa Ọ̀nà Adéọlá Fortune. Ìyá wa Bọ́lá ti tó búsà rẹ̀ káàbọ̀ mọ́mì. Okay, when grandma. As I was doing my recording, how many people remember that video? 3 officers came close to me. Excuse me, what are you doing here? That means that there is a security threat. Not that I went inside the station, I was outside, but it was, if okay, let me forget that, because you might not be. How many people saw me at Terminal 4 a week ago now? Tuesday a week ago, I was at the airport. How many people watched the live video? Did you see those ones are not pistol, but they are just internal security that they just put in the airport. Maybe if you get lost, your daughter just run into the lake, you are like, hey, Jamie, mommy, or you just drop your passport. They approached me. They told me that they've been watching me going around. They are not sure whether I was lost. I was a security threat. Whatever is called I was a security threat. I need to get closer to me, even though I can tell you that they've already zoomed my face from the security psych. It's called security circuit. CCTV. People that are sending you money, that's the job they do. I wanted to go and do the job, but I'll have to pay £650. But one man sold to that. They pay good money. All you do is just sit down in front of the CCTV and your face will be going like that, like robot, like that. You'll be following them. You point on the CCTV too. I have already been watched throughout at the airport. But they just wanted to do something that they needed, not done after they have become a security threat, in a way, not in a large scale. But they now wanted a human being to go and do what they call visibility check after the CCTV captured me. In another 25 years, from today, you will never, ever get anything close to what I witnessed at Terminal 4 a week ago. Your airport, Muritala Mohammed Airport, does not have any security. I will not go any more details more than that. I will just leave it like that. Your does not have any security. Every part of Nigeria as of today, as it stands, does not have any security, even in the next 25 years. Yes, angry that day because they became an added racism to it. But I know how to deal with them. Because you don't joke with a journalist in this country. You all value me, but some don't. But me, Louis, with my press card, they dare not. They've tried to prove that to me sometimes when I go to number 10 Downing Street, especially on Iboyen. You know, they don't see black boy like me or black man coming to number 10 all the time. And the way I dress, I don't put on suits. I am not that Onyibo. You understand what I mean? You know, that CNN, Kiloru Koremi, what's his name? That CNN guy. That was in Lagos that everybody was celebrating. He's a popular guy. He works with CNN. He was in Lagos, not recently. I'll remember his name. Few times I've been to number 10 Downing Street. And they thought they could show me Shege Banzani. First and foremost, they are not meant to ask for my press card. I just found out that. But every time I go there, they request for it. No problem. I give it to them. And they go into their little, and they do whatever they want to check. You don't want to ask me the other day, have I ever been here before? Money, how long have you been working here? Because I know that they are all changed on a rota basis and they don't keep them for certain amount of months. I will not disclose that here. They are changed at a particular time. So when Tom B me pay, have I been here before? How long you want to shisha nibi? Iwo lo ori emi ri. èmi náà rí ẹ rí. Security is the reason why. Moke must be. And Joby Julius also said the same thing. Many of us today, the reason why we are in the trap of Nigeria by not allowing ourselves to flourish is because the security architect of Nigeria failed for 25 years. For 25 years, the security failed. It did not just fail Yoruba people, it failed everybody known as the citizen of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And if the security is dead, I'm asking, are we sure that there will be something that can transform it by prayer? Ṣé prayer l'America fi ń ṣe security wọn? Ṣé prayer ni Canada fi ń ṣe security? Ṣé prayer ni Germany fi ń ṣe security? Àbọ̀rọ̀ òye yín nísìn. Ṣé prayer? Yes, Richard Quest. Richard Quest. He was in Nigeria a few times. But since tèmi ò múra bí Richard Quest tí mo wọ suit lọ sí number 10, ṣe mọ̀ pé mi máa ń wọ̀rọ̀ bí I just go there as casual. So sometimes I could look like a security threat. But the moment tí wọ́n gbọ́dọ̀ tètè understand pé this is not a security threat. I have money press card me. And they come back and still try to play funny. I know what I would do. According to what the law says I can do. I know what I can do. I would deal with it, not just myself, it will be taken up by another body. Yes, I could look security threat because èèyàn dúdú ó fẹ́ wọ number 10 down the street, like ó fẹ́ bí wà tó fẹ́ wọ number bí wà tó fẹ́ wọ white. Do you know that Aso Rock is not secured? How many people knows that? Be honest. Do you know that Aso Rock is not secured? Just last week, the NIA director, Nuru Ribadu, I am not making this up, Nuru Ribadu sent out a circular to all the airlines in Nigeria and reminding them not to fly above the Aso Rock building. Do you know what that means? How long ni plane it fly above us? Plane can fly lórí White House. Plane ó wá ń bọ̀, ó wá so navigator tó ń lò bọ̀ láti Abẹ́òkúta, ó wá ń lọ, ó wá ń lọ, ó wá dé America, ó wá ń wá airport, ó wá lọ fly gbáwájú àbórí White House ní Washington DC. I don't understand. Okay, bí a kì í tún rephrase ẹ̀. Plane yẹn gbéra, ó ń bọ̀ títí tó fi dé White House. If Aso Rock is not secured, what guarantee you? Heidi, you all right? What guarantee you? Because nobody is secured. And if a country is not secured, you might as well pray to God to allow that country to dissolve. But agídí pọ̀ lára wa gan. Ibi tá ti ní problem nìyẹn. Mo kí ẹ Tokyo. Bishop Adesina says, and I quote, if it were in Nigeria, the police would have arrested for no cause or shoot at the person. Ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ́ sọ tán yìí, ẹ lọ sórí page mi, lórí Facebook, lórí Twitter, tó ń pè ní X àìtí post sórí Instagram ọ̀rọ̀ tí bishop sọ yìí Simon Ekpa mo fẹ́ sọ lẹ́ẹ̀kan tó skip mi ni wọ́n kidnap boy kan ní Enugu àwọn ọlọ́pàá and bá ṣe ń gbọ́ according to Simon Ekpa wọ́n ti pa ọmọ yẹn wọ́n fìbọn fọ́ gbogbo orí ẹ̀ tó drag ẹ̀ sínú mọ́tò but Simon ní kọ́ fóun ní police station yẹn òun máa level gbogbo police station yẹn délẹ̀ ọ̀rọ̀ tó ń bọ̀ yìí ẹ jẹ́ ká negotiate à ń bẹ Tinubu má jẹ́ kí ọ̀rọ̀ yìí kó dìjà àwa ò fẹ́ jà ànágbára láti jà àtẹ̀ fẹ́ jà rárá ẹ jẹ́ kó lúkálukú kó kájọ sọ ṣé security ṣé ààbò wà fún wa mo kí àwa mo dúpẹ́ làwa because when some of you are here talking ìgbà tá à ń sọ yẹn ìtẹ́ ń sọ yẹn kò make sense ìwọ ló fẹ́ wá dẹ́gun sílẹ̀ èmi wá ń bèèrè lọ́wọ́ ẹ pé èmi ò tẹ̀ wá lágbára àti dẹ́gun sílẹ̀ 25 years tó ti ń rán ní Nàìjíríà ní democracy láti 1999 ǹjẹ́ ààbò wà fún wa máa máa wo àwọn kan èmi ò ní kẹ́ má lọ invest o ẹ wá ralẹ̀ tí bá wá wo gbogbo ibi tó ń ralẹ̀ yẹn sí màá máa wo the area màá máa béèrè pé ṣé ààbò wà ní bíbá ìṣá má sọ pé Ọlọ́run ló láàbò àti parọ́ mọ́ Ọlọ́run tó pọ̀ jù Ọlọ́run ò dẹ̀ stupid Ọlọ́run fún gbogbo wa ní intelligent ó ní ẹ create that environment to deter crime tí bá láti bíbá ẹni sìn ó kọ́ ẹ pé mo ò rí dáadáa ni tí bá túbọ̀ lọ síbà ìdí ẹ̀ nísìn màá rí CCTV kan tó tí bá tẹ̀ fẹ́ tọ̀ sí títì pé mo fẹ́ tọ̀ tí bá fẹ́ tọ̀ nísìn pé mo fẹ́ tọ̀ probability wà pé camera yẹn máa pick me and that deter the crime not that there is no crime in this moment sọ fún yín pé crime tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú yìí ó lè kàǹkà ó lè kòǹkò but they will nip it in the bud. So as I'm winding down, because I just wanted to focus on the security, which I have done in the 1 hour 10 minutes. I want to remind us again before I go. Is there an agenda for all the insecurity in Nigeria in the last 25 years? And if there's an agenda, is that more than enough to push for those of us campaigning Nigeria to go their separate ways, and we can then work on another security architect that work for us as Yoruba people? I am asking again. Ǹjẹ́ security tó ń lọ lọ́wọ́lọ́wọ́ ní Nigeria, do you think that the security would be secured should we remain Nigerians for the next 5, 20, 50 years? Mokiyawa Funke Yalaje Ekushe Takutakuma. Mokiyawa Ireti Ibisowa. And that is where I will leave the discussion for you to take away. As you are going away, ask yourself, if truly Nigeria has what it takes to secure Nigerians and then allow Nigeria to flourish, because if you've lost the security, you will not flourish. You will not have a good life. You will have a miserable one, and not prayer will solve that. Because security is what drives the economy. It's what brings peace to some extent. It is what gives you joy. But if the country doesn't have security, the country itself has lost to be called a country. And that is one of the arguments that the Yoruba people have stood on, that Nigeria is no longer secured to protect us, to give us enough to flourish as people. And that is something that many of you need to understand. And if you fail to understand this, there's nothing I can do to help you. And on that note, I wish us, as you wish yourself, the best. If Nigeria, I know that you will not get any security out of Nigeria. There's no amount of what you pray for. Prayer will not bring security. And I say a very good evening and enjoy the rest of the evening. Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. Bye for now.